And final few things, it is mustahab if you are doing wudu from a container in which you're going to put your hand in. You have a container, you're going to put your hand in there and you're going to wash. Put that container on your right hand side. It is liked that you put that container on your right hand side, not in front of you. You'll wash and everything will go in container. To right hand side, if you are going to put your hand in and do wudu from it. And Shafi'is, they in their books specified it. I didn't come across that, to be honest, in many books, but some books have managed to explain that if you are putting a hand in the container, put it on the right, it will be easier for you because you are using the right hand to do wudu anyway, mainly. Secondly, if you are using a container to pour the water in your hand, then put the container on the left. Then you're going to put a little container in it and you're going to pour it on your right. It's not like you will be sinful if you didn't do that. It is just preferred, just preference. And two more things. Number one, when a person is washing his face, when he's washing his face, he should put his finger where the eyes meet the nose, that area, just to make sure the water reaches correctly in all areas around that, where the nose and the eyes meet. That is also mustahab. And finally, the final point, which is mustahab for Imam Malik and Imam Abu Hanifa, the others they have considered it as sunnah, as explained before, to do the dua at the end of wudu. There are narrations where they say if a person, when he washes his wrist, he should read that dua, and then when he does madmada, this dua, and then another dua, and another dua, another dua for every act of wudu. There is no correct narration for that. This is just a preference of the scholars. It keeps a person doing dhikr. They say it is dhikr, but this is not proven from the actions of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, that specific dua for this action, except at the end of wudu. When a person finishes the wudu, there are 3 different ahadith, 3 different narrations, and you can combine all of them. First one is Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. This is the dua in Sahih Muslim, and then there is further dua mentioned by other books of hadith like Musnad Ahmad. Allahumma ij'alni min at-tawwabin waj'alni min al-mutatahhirin. And there is a third one, Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika astaghfiru ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. This is mentioned in Tirmidhi. And these du'as, if you check in the books of hadith, there are plenty of virtue attached to these. For example, for the first one, whoever reads that, all doors of Jannah are open for him. The one who does wudu and reads the dua, all doors of Jannah are open for him. He may choose to enter with whichever one he wants. Can you imagine how big this virtue is? How easily ignored. How massive that hadith is. And that hadith is sahih and authentic. When we learn something, we don't learn it for the sake of knowing it, but knowledge is only really a knowledge when you practice on it. So, and it's a really easy dua. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. That's easy. Allahumma ij'alni min at-tawwabin wa ij'alni min al-mutatahhirin. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdik ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. That's it. There are 3 duas combined into one, but you can read one, another, or all of them. They all have great virtue. Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, they also prefer that a person should raise his finger towards the sky when he is doing these du'as. Now that's the end of everything we want to mention on the chapter of wudu. We started a few weeks ago. We discussed many things, but alhamdulillah, now we have covered everything. a person needs to know to do a wudu which will be a very good wudu. But I want to inshallah now summarize everything we have covered very quickly. Okay.